welcome once again from Tampa Bay. I really did not want to be out riding right now, but I just got an emergency call from a client who needs some computer help. I'd built her computer about, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, and this morning she turned it on, and it sounds like, from what she says, her video card conked out. So it had a good run. Well, I guess the first thing I have to do is get some gas. So I'm going to run down there. She's in Clearwater. Take a look-see. Luckily, we've got a big Tiger Direct pretty close to her, so if it is just video card, she doesn't need anything special. I'm just going to verify that that's the problem and go pick up a very similar one. Not going to give her any kind of upgrade, doesn't need anything like that, just simple photo editing. So put something basic in there, get her back up and going. But I didn't want to be out right now because it is freaking cold. Temp here says 51, but that was sitting in the garage. We got into the 30s overnight, and you know what? For mid-Florida, that is cold, cold, cold. But the real killer right now is the wind chill. We've got 20, 30 mile an hour wind gusts right now. We've got a freeze advisory on until 11 this morning, so another hour or so. It was really bad about 8 o'clock this morning. At least the sun is up right now. Tonight it's going even colder. We have another cold front coming in right now, and it's going to go into the low 30s tonight. I've got my new sweatshirt on. I asked the wife for that for Christmas for just such an occasion, because the only thing that really gets chilly to me on this bike, even in this weather, is my forearms, because that's where the only thing is the wind hits. So I've got that on right now. It's kind of a interesting challenge to get it on underneath the jacket. Never tried that before. So I just saw that Sena came out with some new stuff again, which is a good thing. I just wish they would kind of work on improving their existing stuff. You know, their SMH10, their basic unit, and that's a system I have on the wife's helmet. Oh, look at this. That works great. That's flawless. And then my 20S, it took them a while. You know, they had some firmware problems. They still don't have the FM radio working right in it. But other than that, it works great. So I'm happy about that. So they just came out with actually a few different releases. They have their own camera now, kind of to try to compete with GoPro. Problem is, it's only a side mount. And I just hate side mount cameras. Wanted to go one more street down. Didn't make it. So I hate side mount cameras, obviously. I use a chin mount. And theirs is a right hand side of the helmet, side mount only. But yesterday they just came out with another system that is an all-in-one. So it goes on the left. It's like the 20S with a built-in camera. Very cool concept, a lot smaller, and it has a rotatable lens to account for any kind of angle of the mount to the helmet. It looks pretty cool, but again, only side mount. I'll have to remember not to come back down this way. And the problem with the side mount, if you haven't seen it, I'm sure you have though, is that you see a huge chunk of your helmet in the video. So it's not really a very natural picture, seeing the big side of somebody's helmet. You don't see what's on the other side of them when you're riding down the road. And, you know, it's just not as professional, in my opinion. So that's why I don't like it. But it's a very cool concept having everything all in one like that. It would be neat if they could do some kind of chin mount system like that, because it is very tiny. It's no bigger than a 20S. It's a lot smaller than their add-on camera even. So they very quickly adapted their photo technology or video technology, and that's pretty cool. Alright, I'm gonna head on down here. It's just a boring ride down 19, pretty much a straight shot, and I'll pick it up later. Okay guys, big maintenance reminder. Clean your computers regularly. Everything is absolutely caked with dirt. Video card does look like it's dead, but I don't know if all the dirt contributed to it or not. I'm going to try to clean this out and go get another card. Well, it's off to Tiger Direct. She has an older but still a very good video card. It's an AMD, what was that, a 5830? It was a mid-range at the time. And the big feature that she needs out of it is dual DVI outputs. The cheapest one Tiger Direct has in stock that will go in without any big upgrade hurdles. I don't want to go, you know, too far up the upgrade chain. Obviously they don't make that card anymore, or that family, but they still have some older 58 series in stock. Problem is, unlike Nvidia, AMD gets really cheap on their base level cards. They have cards that would work just fine for her as low as $29.95. But it's not until you get above $110 that they have dual DVI support. It's just ridiculous. You go to Nvidia, you can get cheap cards all day long with multiple DVI outputs, or at least a dongle supporting them. And that's what the AMDs do, even in the $100 to $150 range. So, you know, at the time, AMD was what she needed. But I'll tell you, for the last few years, I would never use one, and I don't. I use Nvidia. There's a cute poocher. He's going for a ride. He's flying. He's having fun. That's cool. So she's got to pick up her kid from daycare in about 45 minutes. Tiger Direct is about 20 minutes up, so I'm just going to take my time, roll on up there, kill some time looking around, make sure they have what I need, and then come on back, because I got to wait until she gets home, obviously. Should be, crossing fingers, knock on wood, not that big of a deal. I'm having her clean out the rest of the computer. I tried the air, it didn't touch it. That grime and grease and oil and whatever is in there, it was stuck, man. That didn't even budge. So I gave her one of the fans to clean off with some Q-tips and paper towels, and oh my god, it looked like a hamster exploded. Turns out she'd never cleaned it. Doesn't matter how many times I tell people, clean out your computers regularly. Nobody does it. They just wipe the outside. So she had 3 case fans in there. You know, it's older where it needs the airflow, and she's got a lot of hard drives in there, and had a big old fan on the video card, and then a big old fan on the CPU. Everything was just completely caked. Probably had 25% of the airflow it should have. So at the very least, it'll run cooler and a little quieter for her. And hopefully there's no issues with the video card. I was telling her about the experience I had when I just upgraded from my 660 to a 970 NVIDIA card. And I'm glad I did it, but oh my god, it was a 10-hour upgrade because the motherboard wasn't compatible. Had to refresh that. That completely screwed up my overclock settings, so I had to completely redo that. And it just took forever. And then turns out the video editing software doesn't work with the 9 series cards. The 6 was the last generation that it even supported. So I had to find a hack basically to get Adobe Premiere to work with the 970 card. It was an ordeal. Not sure if I would do it again. I mean, the speed is nice, but it's not like a day and night difference. I got it because I got a killer sale on the card. You know, it was just too good to pass up. It was like 25% off. And it's definitely the steal of the century for a video card. It's a second down from top of the line, single card, and it has absolutely phenomenal performance for the price. I got it for like 300 bucks, which is insane. And it's like 90% as good as a $1,000 card was last year. So very, very good performance. Just a complete pain in the ass if you're not building a brand new computer with it. Alright, I don't think I'm gonna film in Tiger Direct. That would look kind of weird, just walking around with my camera for no reason. So I'll pick this up after I get the card, probably go get lunch or something to kill some time. We'll see. Well, good and bad news. I went to lunch, killed some time, went to Tiger Direct. Bad news is they did not have the low battery. I wonder which one that is. That means this video is going to cut off. I don't know if it's a 20S or the GoPro pack, but I remember it's a very, very short warning, like a minute. Bottom line, I had to switch her to NVIDIA. I got a 740 Superclock card for 107 bucks. So just means I'll have to recalibrate all her monitors after I get it installed, and obviously do a big driver switch. Success! We have a signal. Now to reinstall drivers, do another monitor calibration. Goodbye dead HD 5330. Hello GT 740 Superclocked. Woohoo! Minor upgrade, but one she didn't need. Oh well. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time. Stay warm.